Have you ever heard someone say, the heavier you train, the longer you stay young? I used to believe that too. Until I crossed 50, and now at 60. After decades of working with thousands of patients, I've come to a truth that still troubles me. Some exercises, though familiar and seemingly harmless, can quietly raise the risk of a stroke. I still remember one morning in the clinic, a 58-year-old man walked in, strong frame, sun-worn face. He proudly told me he lifted weights every day to stay strong. But just weeks later, he was in the hospital after a minor stroke triggered by those same heavy lifts. Can you imagine his shock? A man who spent his life training to stay healthy, struck down by the very workouts meant to keep him alive. That moment made me reflect deeply. Could it be that we've misunderstood how to care for our bodies after 50? In our youth, the heart and blood vessels are flexible, ready for sudden strain, but with age, they grow fragile. Blood pressure can spike in seconds, arteries stiffen, and the brain doesn't tolerate those shocks anymore. What once built us up can now break us down. I'm not telling you to stop moving. Quite the opposite. Movement is essential, but I want you to see the bigger picture, which exercises truly nourish your health, and which ones quietly threaten it. Have you ever felt dizzy standing up too fast, or your heart racing after just a little jog? Those aren't signs of weakness. They're whispers from your body. Please, listen to me. In today's video, I'll walk with you through exercises that seem common but carry hidden risks, from the gym floor to the running track, even to the bathroom in your own home. It may sound surprising, but after 30 years as a physician, I've seen it all, and I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to guide you toward safer, smarter choices. Because health after 50 is not about how hard you can push, but how wisely you can sustain. No more waiting. Let's dive right into the exercises that can be dangerous after 50. Chapter 1. And heavy overhead lifts. Picture this. You walk into the gym and see a man in his 50s standing before the mirror, straining to press a heavy barbell overhead. He's proud that he can still lift like he did in his younger years. But then his face reddens, his eyes widen, and suddenly he collapses to the floor. I've witnessed that scene more than once in my career. The danger isn't the bar itself, but how the body reacts. When you lift heavy weight overhead, you often hold your breath and strain. That maneuver can send blood pressure soaring above 300-200 mmHg. Imagine brain vessels, already less elastic with age, stretched like an old rope about to snap. One of my patients, Michael, once said, "Doctor, I want to prove I'm not old yet." But after a stroke on the gym floor, he realized real strength isn't measured by the weight you lift, but by whether you're still strong enough to hold your grandchild in your arms. 2. Heavy leg press. Many people believe machines are safer than free weights, but the leg press can be just as dangerous. When you push heavy plates with your legs, your body strains, you hold your breath, and blood pressure spikes dangerously. I remember Linda, age 62. She loved working out with friends, enjoying the social side of the gym. She took pride in pushing heavy weights on the leg press. One day, after several reps, her head throbbed, her vision dimmed. It was a transient ischemic attack, a mini-stroke, a serious warning sign. You think you're strengthening your legs, but in truth, you're loading enormous pressure onto your brain and heart. Strong legs matter. Yes, but strong enough to stroll with your granddaughter is far more important than the number on a machine. 3. Burpees. Burpees are advertised as the ultimate fat-burning move, but past 50, they're more like a trap. Think of the last time you stood up too quickly and felt dizzy. That's blood not reaching your brain in time. Burpees demand constant jumping down, pushing up, springing up. Your blood pressure swings wildly. Your brain struggles to keep up. George, 59, tried an online burpee workout. After 10 reps, he collapsed, diagnosed with a mini-stroke. "I only wanted to get healthier," he told me later. "I never thought I was risking my life." Instead of forcing your body into violent movements, choose steady steps, slow step-ups, marching in place, or alternating lifts. It's not about how much sweat you pour, it's about whether you're still standing safely afterward. 4. Sprinting at full speed. Many older athletes, veterans, or simply sports lovers want to prove they can still run fast, but sprinting after 50 is like lighting a fuse on a time bomb. I once treated a retired Marine who sprinted daily. One morning, his heart slipped into a dangerous rhythm arrhythmia that sent him to the hospital. Sprinting forces the heart to pump at maximum output. Arteries, already stiff with age, strain under pressure, and hidden plaque can rupture. Walking briskly or interval jogging is far safer. Health isn't a race to win, it's a journey to finish. Side by side with family. 5. Hot yoga. Many love the feeling of sweating in a hot yoga class, believing it detoxes the body. But for those over 50, hot yoga is a dangerous challenge. In heat, your body dehydrates, blood thickens, and the heart struggles. A Harvard study showed older adults in hot yoga faced high cardiovascular strain. I recall a 61-year-old woman who fainted mid-class, rushed to the ER. Yoga is meant to connect body and mind. You don't need 105 degrees to find peace. A cool room, a gentle stretch, a deep breath, that's enough. 6. Russian twists. Doctor: I want a flatter stomach, so I twist every day. Thomas, 57, told me he would sit with a small weight, twisting quickly side to side. One day, he felt dizzy and lost balance. An MRI showed narrowing in his vertebral arteries. The twisting had made it worse. Core strength is important, but violent twisting is not. Safer choices exist: slow, controlled movements like the bird dog, dead bug, or seated knee lifts. They may not look flashy, but they keep your brain safe and your spine steady. Note: these exercises aren't evil in themselves, they're dangerous because of how aging bodies respond to them. What once was a proud challenge at 30 can become a life-threatening risk at 50. Real wisdom is not about quitting movement, but about adapting it, so that strength lasts long enough to matter. Let's move on to the next exercises. 7. Extreme breath holding. Wim Hof style. Breath work is powerful, but not all methods are safe. Hyperventilating and then holding your breath starves the brain of oxygen. A 63-year-old man practiced this unsupervised. He fainted, fell, and later showed signs of a mini-stroke. What he thought was a spiritual awakening was his brain crying out for air. Safer alternatives exist: gentle diaphragmatic breathing, or the calming 4 to 7-8 method. These restore balance without depriving your brain of oxygen. 8. Straining on the toilet. This may surprise you. One of the most common triggers for strokes after 60 happens in the bathroom. Straining during constipation mimics heavy lifting. It spikes blood pressure and brain pressure in an instant. I have seen patients collapse on the toilet, rushed into the ER, families whisper in shock, unable to believe something so ordinary could be so deadly. Prevention is simple: drink more water. Eat fiber oats, flax, leafy greens, and avoid straining. Protecting your bowels also protects your brain. 9. Long planks or prolonged push-ups. Planks build core strength, but holding them for minutes skyrockets blood pressure. At 60, the risk is not in your muscles, it's in your heart and brain. A patient once boasted about his 3-minute planks. After one long hold, he felt faint. His blood pressure had surged to dangerous levels. Shorter planks, just 30 seconds with steady breathing, are more than enough. Longevity isn't about pushing limits, but protecting life. 10. Swimming in cold water. Cold water shocks the body. Blood vessels clamp down, the heart races, and for older adults with hidden heart disease, it can be catastrophic. I once treated a 65-year-old man who loved morning swims in a chilly lake. One day, he collapsed mid-stroke. The cold had triggered a near-fatal cardiac event. If you love swimming, choose warmer pools or indoor facilities. Protecting your heart and brain is worth far more than the thrill of icy water. All in all, I'd say, sometimes the most ordinary activities carry hidden dangers. After 50, wisdom matters more than intensity. Listen to your body, adjust with care, and choose safety. You will be rewarded with years of clarity and strength. To sum it up, I believe these exercises can be excellent for younger people, building strength and resilience. But once we cross 50, our bodies simply don't respond the same way. At that stage, it's not about pushing harder, it's about moving smarter, protecting your heart and your brain so they can carry you through the years ahead. That's my perspective as a physician, but I'd really love to hear yours. Do you agree that these exercises are no longer suitable after 50? Or have you had a different experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could truly help someone else. And if you found this video valuable, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support gives me the motivation to create more videos like this, filled with trustworthy health guidance just for you.